I dig that.
Again, just another one that's just like really fun to listen to.
Yeah, there's a lot of direction in it too. You can tell that the
Yeah.
song's like actually moving forward, just nice.
Yeah, it's got a natural progression to it. I also really like, again, the way that they play with like dynamics in this one, especially with the pre-chorus being like a lot softer, and then it just comes in and just hammers you with the chorus.
Oh yeah.
Especially
very,
with the like side chaining of like the pad in it and all that. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
The vocals quiet down and everything swells up. Really like it.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the band Nowhere? By any
Yes.
chance? That's very Nowhere.
It's
it's like diet Nowhere, but not in like the bad way. Not like a great value Nowhere, but diet. Like I need a little bit less funk and dubstep in my life. It's very good. I really like that.
Not me. More helpings of funk and dubstep for this guy.
Yeah. The more aggressive, the better. I think in terms of anything but pop for me. Like,
Yeah,
I love Britney Spears, but 100 Guys was pushing it.
Yeah, and like I said, it's very interesting the presence that they have online because, like I said, CEO of Patreon, so like that's a big
huge
thing. And then, like I said, they've got this group, they've got Scary Pockets, which is a fuller, more kind of traditional like funk group.
Okay.
And they do a lot of like covers of songs. That they'll do like funk covers of pop songs and things like that. And then they will also like, I think that they have done, I believe they've jammed with like Wolfpack, if you're familiar with them as well. Yeah, it's just very interesting the career that they seem to have created for themselves, just doing whatever they want, kind of, you know?
Yeah, which is nice. When you don't really have to care. When you're not, especially being the CEO of Patreon, is that what you said? That is your main income. That is absolutely like, and this is just strictly fun. You're not worried about record sales. You're not worried about sold out tours. Like your money is whatever at that point.
Exactly. I think that that's when the most fun music happens, is when you don't have to worry about that, and you don't have to worry about necessarily writing for somebody else. You can just kind of like write for yourself and let your imagination run wild.
Yeah, you see it a lot in bands like it's more like the rock bands that don't really have to worry about it so much, but the band The Darkness, they kind of always went into business for themselves. And I think you can tell, and that's another reason they got massive, because they weren't just listening to a label screaming stuff at them to do stuff. They were just like, yeah, I mean, we'll give you the amount of songs you want, but they're going to sound like how we write songs.
Yeah.
And then they're just huge.
Absolutely. Yeah, really so, final song of the night. How are we gonna pull this all together? The grand finale.
Quick apology.
Not to put any pressure, anyway.
This is the second polar opposite feel. This is a very metal song. Another New England local. These guys are called Great American Ghost. They're based out of Boston.
That's a cool name, too.
Oh, yeah. They go by Gag Boston. Oh, that alone is cool. But just to preface it, when I grew up in the local scene, I think I started out when I was 14 years old. Roughly. And I'm 26 now, so I've been in it for like 12 years. In the same town, same venues, all that kind of stuff. I've been in it. And there was a band back in the day called In Numbers, and they were just like, you know, normal metalcore band doing metalcore band things. But you could tell that they listened to like post-hardcore. And that was when post-hardcore was kind of dead. And like nobody really cared about it. So you could really hear it in their writing. And their guitarist, Nico, I just remember seeing him in like a kid with ADHD, just like you hyperfixate on everything that you're interested in. Sure. I just remember seeing them and I was like, this is the coolest shit in the world. Like I need that gear. I need to learn how to play guitar that good, that kind of stuff. And I eventually like met him as we played shows with my old band or whatever. And we hung out once and it was cool. Just like jam hangout. But yeah, and then he kind of went dormant for a little bit and started a band called Harakiri. Harikiri? I don't know how you pronounce it. And then was in a band called Dope Ghost, and then joined this band, Great American Ghost. And he has, if you listen to any single song by Great American Ghost, and then you listen to any other metal band in the world, you'll be like, oh, okay, like, this is different because Nico writes this specific way. Like, this is how a Nico riff sounds. Like, a Dimebag Darrell riff sounds like this. A Toast to the Boss riff sounds like this. A Frederick Thorne riff sounds like this. He has such a specific sound, and you can really hear it in this one. He's all bends. He's a slidey kind of guy. This is Kingmaker by Great American Ghost. It's one of their more recent singles. Very, very good stuff.